I met my wife at a birthday party 5.5 years ago. We've been married for 3 years now. So 5.5 years ago, we met at a birthday party just by happenstance, and it was love at first sight, basically. And we've been each other's world from that moment on.
I am in a relationship. I've been with my boyfriend for about 6 months now.
So, I am in I wouldn't call it a new relationship. I guess it's a year and a half now. So far, so good. We are probably the oddest couple ever. We are night and day. Extrovert, she's an introvert. We're both into computers. And so core values, we actually match up pretty well. We both find the same things like oddly funny. But our mannerisms and behaviors, night and day. I'm very more outspoken and she's not, but if something really bothers her and she's passionate about it, she finds her outspoken voice. But we've started to become kind of like each other. Like, you know, some good parts of her rub off on me, and some, you know, good parts of me hopefully rub off on her. She's very much in love. Still as much as, I guess, the first month. So, yeah, it's been almost 2 years. Drama free. So, we'll see.
We've been together officially 4 years. He actually was a good friend. I was going through my own life, you know, trying to figure that out, and he himself was going through it as well. And we actually were friends. We communicated on Facebook, then through phone. We were good friends, you know, venting to each other, talking about, you know, it's like, oh, this happened to me, this happened, how was your day, blah, blah, blah. After 3 months, it kind of got to, hey, do you want to go see a movie? And I guess we just got closer. And then after 3 months, we decided to officially start like seeing each other, which was crazy because I feel like it just all went so fast. We decided to be together, and then we got together and we made decisions together. A year later, we were living together without me even realizing it. You know, a year later, we were moving into our own place. We were making decisions together, and that's how basically me and him up to the date.
Right, I'm actually married. My wife, she works full time out of the house, which is definitely a blessing in that. So one of us can be home with her pretty much all the time. But we definitely help each other out. I do the stay-at-home thing, and she goes to work, and it's a challenge for both of us, but we've managed to find our way.
I will say probably the hardest thing about being in a relationship as a drag queen is that drag takes up a lot of time. It's about 2 hours getting ready, and then it's about getting to the place that you're going to perform. And it's about getting ready there and then performing, so you don't have time to look at your phone or you don't have time to spend time with someone while you're doing all that. And so over the weekend, whenever I am most busy in drag, it's really hard to communicate. And so that kind of takes its toll, and that's kind of the major things in our fights, but it's never really anything big. But the positive about being in my relationship is that he shows a lot of support and he understands. And it's really hard to find someone who in the gay community even wants to be in a relationship with a drag queen, because there's a very big stigma right now of feminine gays, as if feminine gays are a different species of gay, as if people don't really understand them and people are super turned off by them. And so it's really hard for feminine gays or drag queens, because not all drag queens are feminine as well. It's really hard for them to find the love that they deserve, because people look down on them in such a way that's kind of disrespectful.
We spent quite a bit of time as friends. Like, we were in each other's social circle, just never thought about dating each other. So we got a chance to observe each other and actually have a good friendship. And then when we did decide to date, it was literally dating There was, I said, no sex. We dated, like we actually courted each other.
Oh.
At this point, any argument we have, we both have made a commitment to working it out. So, and that means no exit ramps. Like, I already know she's a good person. I already know she doesn't have bad intent toward me. I already know she has my best interest at hand. She knows that about me. So we know any argument we're having at this point is due to us, you know, having lived different experiences. So in that case, when you go in with the mindset that, okay, I know this person's not trying to hurt me, although I may be hurting at the time, meaning they may have done something that, you know, I didn't like and it hurt my feelings. I know that their intent or their core is not to hurt me. So we scream sometimes. We don't scream long because it's not healthy. And then we know breaks. Like, we know when to disengage. You know, we have this fairy tale thing. Oh, they're just supposed to know. They're supposed to look at me and know. No. My girlfriend didn't get a degree in mind reading. No, she can hear very well though, so I can tell her. And I was like, and I used to tell her, I don't want you to guess anything I'm thinking. You know, ask me because I don't want you to get it wrong. Because I want to tell you exactly, you know, why I'm upset, what behavior, you know, I deem is appropriate. Now you tell me what you think, and then we bridge the gap and we find a middle ground. And some things, another thing is you can't get upset over everything. You can't get upset over everything. Everything can't be a big issue. Some stuff I've learned to just, oh, that's Stasia. It ain't what I would do, but you know, I'm okay with it because that's her and that's what makes her beautiful. And even though it may not bother me, some stuff you have to accept. That's accepting that person. Like, I accept, you know, the Pokemon Go phenomenon and all kind of, she's a nerd, she's a geek. I like it, so, you know, I accept it. It's weird to me at times, but I find it fascinating, and you get to learn new stuff. So,
the biggest challenge that we have is that we both have very strong, opinionated minds. Me, I have my way of thinking, and I am. You can't change my mind until you change my mind. So I'm kind of stubborn, and I think he doesn't like the challenge of it. So one of the things that we argue is if I feel he's trying to over-empower me, I try to get louder. And he then gets very defensive, and then, you know, we just go back and forth. And what we learned from that now is that from now on, we decided that we were not going to let an argument go. We were going to sit down, breathe, say I love you first, because it always calms you down when you see somebody you love said it. So we said it, even if it makes us laugh, even if it makes us mad. Whatever our feeling is, we were going to say, I love you, and this is how I feel, and then we go from there, even if it's cussing. And for some strange reason, that is what works for us. Like, our arguments are less and less, and it's more, hey, I don't like this, and, you know, how do we fix it, because I don't like it, and you don't like the way I responded. So with me and him, it's always a verbal agreement.
That was the most beautiful part. The most beautiful part of a relationship is just that we're there for one another. Everything, just life in general, can be a challenge with everything that we're dealing with, especially now, going into motherhood together and dealing with the challenges of being parents together. But everything is just, we find beauty in the small things, in just waking up and saying good morning to each other, or when she wakes up, the first thing, she's just so excited to see my wife, her mother, in the morning, and she jumps out of bed and she chases her all around the house before she has to leave for work. So I guess our biggest challenge right now is that moment when she is gone all day and she misses her, and we miss her as well while she's gone. That's definitely a challenge, but she enjoys what she does. She loves going to work. That's a part of who she is, just like I enjoy being a stay-at-home mom and a part-time personal chef. We find beauty in making sure that we balance each other out no matter what.
We've been together for 4 years now. And we have definitely decided to make a commitment and definitely move forward in this day and age, now that we can get married, now that we can actually be a happy couple and have it legalized, and which is something I never thought I was ever going to see in my lifetime. So it's kind of exciting sometimes. Not anything that I really trained for, but I mean, it's exciting. I love to see my partner's face. I love to see whenever he gets excited about marriage, because it freaks me out and he's different than I am. very exciting, very sweet. So it's an interesting journey.